We haven't been in a cave in a while. Look, I always
We were
felt that
just in a cave.
No, that was a laboratory. There's a difference.
No, not an
I
appreciable
love caves.
one.
I love caves. Also shrine.
If I go cook meth in a cave, does it become a laboratory? The answer is yes. Therefore, there's no difference.
There's no meth in this cave. There's undead.
Well,
Ghosts.
you can change that.
Okay, fine. You start changing. Also, I summoned a bunch of more ghosts.
I always felt like I was playing Diablo for the wrong reasons when I was younger. Because everyone
was
was always obsessing over loot and stuff like that. All I wanted to do was make different specs all the time.
I was gonna say mess with the builds. No, that's actually a way more fun part of the game.
Yeah, I had several accounts
like,
full of builds, and I never even began to understand the economy of the game.
It's way more fun to like do the builds in Diablo than it is to like grind through to get like chain gloves with plus 48 magic bind or something.
Yeah,
that stuff was nonsense. My thing was I was always trying to get the barbarian with the maxed out movement speed bonus. I think it was, so I could be like Speedy
Conan
McGee.
the Sprintarian.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's all I gave a shit about it. I wanted to be fast and I wanted to be able to jump. Remember
Sonic.
Remember the one like level at the end of chapter 2 with all the like
the astral
pathways?
planes.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
just jump all over the place. That's
I would just like leap all over the place, and I was like, I'm not even here to like find the boss. I'm here to try and like glitch jump. And I did it once where I actually like
that
flung
skill is
myself into
completely
the...
useless in the entire game, except for that one area where it's stupid fun.
I used Great Leap to leap into the void,
every
and it
fight.
kept going, and I looped through the dungeon twice before landing next to the boss. And I was like, this is the best thing ever as a kid.
Hey, to
And
be
then I
fair,
couldn't
that is
play
definitely
it.
super... It's really fun to do that specific thing using Great Leap in the Astral Library.
Oh god, the memories. Wow, Great
Yeah,
Astral
yeah.
Library. That place is crazy.
Yeah.
That's what we're just talking about.
Yeah. Wow.
Play Diablo
okay.
for the story. Diablo had kind of an okay story, given at times.
It was a pretty good story. I like that they did
Oh, shit, I died.
a lot of really
Can one of you guys
obscure, like,
plop down a
Christian
portal? Portal? Keith, Bird?
Making sure that we don't
there
get
it is.
killed.
Found
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
I had to remember where the button was after all this time.
Death has no meaning.
Barros Radcliffe. There's a name. Oh, I'm almost dead.
Oops.
Shit.
Yeah, we're a little bit under-leveled for being here, and I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
like,
he's level
two-shot me.
24.
Noticing a bit of that.
Whoa, that nearly killed me.
My life is pain.
He hurts me.
Yeah. No.
He's like love, but if you didn't appreciate the way that song is supposed to go.
It was a long walk to that one.
Ouch.
Yeah, that joke was, I'm glad some people stuck with me through the end for that one.
Yeah. It's been years. We've lost a lot of people along the way. Where's my grave? It's like way down here.
Oh man, I really want to do like a group playthrough of like
A dating sim.
well, yeah, that would be hilarious as shit.
I don't think
hell.
that's what he had in mind when he started the
No,
sentence.
I was thinking like
Game,
Oregon.
whoa.
I was thinking like Oregon Trail
Oh.
would be like really fun as a group. Just name all the characters after us, and then just see who dies.
Oh my.
That would actually be kind of funny.
I gave when I did Unsucky Sunday, we gave an Oregon Trail player one of the winning slots. That was a weird
What was
week.
their novelty? Why did they not suck?
They were actually competent, which eliminated 99% of the entrants.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, that is a
Sunday
painful
is like
experience.
volunteering to watch the first 5 seconds of like 300 videos.
Oh yeah, one guy when I was judging most recently, one
I
guy
got a
put up his
gunslinger
sub for
jacket.
sub video.
Wander. I don't know if you want a gunslinger jacket.
Sure, I'll take it.
Probably
I have one,
good.
but I have one, but they're random. Like
Well, there's this guy with the star.
And there's a gun.
abilities are totally random. Thank you. I love gun.
I love gun. Give me gun. I want all gun.
But yeah, Keith, did I mention to you that when I judged Unsucky Sunday last, somebody had given me their sub for sub video?
Listen,
What
that's
the hell?
The judge.
that's all they post. They're not even paying
Yeah.
attention. They just want people to see their sub for sub videos.
It was
awful.
It was so weird. I was just like, this is a Let's Playing thing, and they're like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I do Let's Plays, and I'm like, you did sub for 2 minutes, and then you played a game for a minute, screamed a bunch, and then asked for more subs. And I was just like, this is a sub for sub video, thinly masked as a review.
Yeah. So I had somebody noticing that when they scroll down on my videos, sometimes they can say it clearly says like there's like this many comments, and there's clearly not that many comments below that count. And it's because of the sheer number of people I've banned from commenting on the channel, because they're all like, ha, nice video, I left a like, you should check out my channel. I'm doing a shout-out series that you can get a lot of followers from. I'm like, he'll comment on like 10 videos, and then the next day a different person's doing it, and it happens every day now.
Every once in a while, I actually get roped into the like emotional positivity. Like somebody will leave like a really positive comment, and then the second sentence is like sub to my channel, and I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Because like at first I'm like, yeah, somebody that's actually just being really positive, and then it's just like
it's exactly like it's like those videos that say like.
Here, let's go back south a bit. Just
not those videos.
It's
like when you go onto Imgur and like the little like icon pops up, and it's just like some chick being like, "Hey, how's your day going?" I'm like, "Oh, a random stranger's trying to talk to me," and then it says like, "Find sexy singles in your area."
You want good sex weekend?
Wow.
I
didn't realize you did the writing for those.
I've seen that comment, that exact comment, multiple times now.
Oh, that's funny.
They unironically leave that exact like weird non-English whatever comment. Yeah, that's an experience. You want good sex weekend?
I'm just picturing like some dude who speaks fluent English is actually writing those. It's like, wants you good sex weekend.
I just bought a skill that something on my gear must be giving a bonus to, because it would just skip to 3 when I clicked on it.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I'm like, oh neat.
That guy wanted
I gotta say, I really like the weapon effects when everybody's together, because my hands are just like purple and on fire, and I'm like, I feel like I'm doing things.
That's usually not a good thing. Shh. My hands are purple and on fire. The only way this gun could be cooler if it had tits and shot lightning.
You said my horse died. Help.
So this is the guy that the other one claimed had like mortally wounded him, right?
Yeah, but he also said that the other guy had tried to rape his daughter, so...
Oh.
I said, you know what?
Stories.
Yeah, you stabbed the shit out of him, and that was the good thing.
And that was the good thing.
So does that mean we need to go back to the other guy and...
Nah, you did.
Is anyone else getting problems with the server? Like getting like teleporting enemies and stuff?
I don't think so.
Not really.
I'm hosting, so I guess it's kind of ooh, portal.
Either it's not happening or I'm not noticing.
Oh, this is gonna take us to Tristram. Oh, never mind.
It has stuff coming out of it.
Why do we keep moving here? How is there a third Tristram?
I thought I died in the third game.
Words that no one should ever hear is New Tristram.
Yeah.
We're gonna build a new town. And it's gonna be better and full of opportunity.
Okay, so we should probably
we're gonna call it Tristram.
We should probably we should probably explore this area to some degree. Just seeing as we're like a little underleveled.
Yeah,
if I'm underleveled, it's a problem.
This is true.
If you're underleveled, it's normal.
Wow.
Look, I'm embracing it. You give me shit for it, I turn it into reality.
Wow, you're like a poop to reality machine.
Hey. Called an intestine.
Poop back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, it goes.
That album came out,
I
want to say
so
like
mad, but he won't give up
5th
that
or 6th grade for me, and my math teacher was like, he couldn't hear shit, and so he just let kids play whatever they wanted on the sound system radio, whatever it was. It was just non-stop Eminem for like months.
I did that song for a presentation in high school.
Ironically or unironically?
Are you telling? I think I finally figured it out.
You know,
had an incredibly embarrassing childhood.
I got a great grade, and people laughed, and everything went great. So it was one of those fluff things where at the end of high school semester, sometimes they just give up, and the last week is like, I don't know, everyone does a presentation. We have a week to kill. So
did you guys do senior projects when you were in high school or no?
What kind of senior projects?
Yeah, we did stuff like that. Like,
what'd you do?
Like capstones or like
did
what?
we do projects as seniors?
Well, so like, I know some schools would do senior projects where the seniors would effectively be off school.
Oh, and they band together.
Oh yeah, capstones. No, we didn't do capstones.
Okay.
In high
yeah,
school.
because I know
I think we just ran charities.
when I was in California,
Nah, they thought we'd all go get drugs and murders.
When I was in San Diego,
Yeah, they were right.
the 6th graders would go off to do that. And I moved right before everybody went on their capstones. So everybody else, like all of my friends from San Diego, were off of school, but I still had like a couple months left, which was a really hard transition period for me.
Damn.
Because I was already
Sounds
checked out of
painful.
school because it was supposed to end. And then it's like, by the way, do this like report on chemistry. And I'm like, what's a chemistry? Because we've been doing biology in California, and they didn't bother to like actually teach me anything. They're like, he knows enough. And it's like, no, I don't. And they're like, well, you get a C then. And I'm like, this isn't fair, but all right, whatever.
I remember, it reminds me when I was in the GATE program in elementary school, and they took me out of school to talk about going to Mars and to do logic puzzles, and logic grid puzzles and stuff like that. And I'm like, you're taking me out of real classes for this. Like, I'm missing actual classes to do this, what is essentially a waste of time that just tries to celebrate you for being one of the smarter students. But, like, none of the things we were doing in GATE seemed like it was at all helpful.
I had to do that. It was it was like this math, like, education game, where, like, effectively it was, like, weird math problems, and you had to, like, solve them really quickly. I don't remember the name of the game, but, apparently, by sheer chance of me enjoying the game, I was the best in the school at it, but, like, I hadn't quite realized it, so suddenly they're like, by the way, like, you're the best in the school, so we need you to go to this competition for it. And I'm like, what?
What? You're gonna play competitive math blasters?
Yeah, but, like, more or less. But,
MLG Pajama Sam?
It was like a card game, for, like, math or whatever. But they didn't, like, actually bother to, like...
That's just any card game. All card games have math.
Yeah, but, so they didn't actually bother to look up anything, for where, like, what the competition rules were gonna be. So I get there, and they effectively spring a completely different card game set on me. And they're like, good luck, and I'm like, can you explain the rules? And the lady, like, rolled her eyes at me, and then, like, just
God,
went
I hate
through
children.
it about
It's a
20
good thing I got a job
seconds.
in this.
Yeah, she was like... I don't know what it is with me, but it's like kind of the classic, like, dumpy-looking education type person who's just, like, very clearly just always had a resting bitch face, and it's just like... my second grade, and my 4th grade teachers were that, and also, like, every math teacher I had in high school, save for the lawyer.
Now,
And it's
wonder,
just
you
like,
shouldn't judge people for what they have on the outside. You should judge them for what they have on the
when
inside, where they're also a bitch.
When they start being consistently a style. It's like the, you've heard of the, like, I want to see your manager haircut, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
The
you get
I
enough
wanna
of
see your
those working at a
manager?
grocery store that you realize it's true.
Wait, you mean, is it
Never
like the
heard of
short
this.
cropped bob thing?
Yeah, it's like the short crop bob, but it's kind of messy looking, and it's usually dyed. Yeah, those were the ones that very consistently wanted to see my manager for
goody.
reasons. Yeah, I loved those.
I had horrible teachers too. I think I talked a little bit about them. Where, like, I basically just, for 4 years of my education, did not get any sort of English, literature, or writing teaching instruction at all. And that made it really, really interesting when I got to get to my master's program, and it was like, you have to write a paper every week. And I'm like, I don't know how to even write a thesis statement. And they're like, go to the library.
Go teach yourself. You're not here for any reason.
They were like, go to the library and just ask them to teach you how to do it. You're in grad school. How are you so bad at this? So, like, I would, like, go to the library and, like, there would be, like, workshops.
You were in grad
for,
school
like,
and you didn't know how to
college-
write a thesis statement?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there would be,
What?
like...
What?
Yeah. No, he's not wrong. It took me until sophomore year to understand like how theses work.
So I
You're
went
college?
thrilled with theses.
I went to like
Whoa.
workshops.
School.
Yeah, I went to like workshops for.
You never
like,
had the hamburger
for like
essay?
freshmen.
No.
Nothing like that.
When I got to college, I wrote an essay that let me skip all of the English classes in college.
So
Nice.
for
Like, yeah, you already have it.
It was
Yeah,
my minor, so
my-
I love
my
writing.
middle and high schools were very standardized test focused, and
what
really
I had.
excelled in that manner.
Merca.
Like it's. I mean, I've mentioned I do really well on standardized tests, but like my school as a whole was ranked like I want to say 10th or 15th in the country for at least like my year, a couple of years, stuff like that. But like
Whoa, something just...
we learned nothing beyond that.
That's some real
critical thinking skills
questionable
and whatnot.
systems if that's
Yeah.
if you're celebrated as a school and your students don't know how to write a thesis statement yet.
Yeah, well, part of it is like we had a lot of like
that's
quote unquote
America.
good teachers, but a lot of them were like kind of wrapped up in their own intelligence, at least on my end. Like we had one teacher that could not shut up about the fact that she went to fucking Princeton, but like
Oh, yeah.
As
She-
if children care or understand.
yeah,
Yeah,
like I
really.
didn't care, but also like if you went to Princeton, why are you a teacher?
I've
That was
completely
that was
lost
the
track
point
of
when
everybody and where we're going, and I'm scared and lost.
we're done with the
I went
line.
back to the town because I needed to solve
Oh.
some of this shit.
Well,
I-
while you're there, report back to Mornay because that's where we're supposed to go.
I
I'm
found
like,
an item
there's
called
only one
Royal...
person here and it's one, and he's running the opposite direction, and now I'm confused.
Well, there's another exit out here. I want to see where it ends up.
God,
found an item
standardized
that
testing.
was
Right over
Royal
here. Yeah.
jelly.
I
What would be royal
I feel like
jelly?
the takeaway of
It's
that.
like a bee thing.
I have a bunch
Yeah.
of royal jelly. I feel like
It's
the
like a
takeaway
special type of
there is
honey.
just that, like,
It's just
I
honey?
guess
Oh.
I guess you can say there's no child left behind if you keep changing what you define
Oh.
as good.
God, No Child Left Behind ruined my middle school.
If you just
in,
it
just
was
constantly make up new
awful.
goalposts that are easier to get,
Well-
then everyone wins.
Okay, Keith, please kill these guys. I can't
Hi
seem
there.
to shoot them for some reason. My guns like aren't firing at them, even in point blank.
Whoa.
Anyway,
I can't
yeah,
I
No
can't talk
Child.
to this dynamite.
It's because I had to, because I was
I
the
know.
one.
There's
Carrying it.
something firing
I'm just
at
amused
me
by
from
I'm
Oh,
amused
shit.
by the you
Where
can't talk
are
to this
you?
NPC.
Oh, Shell's here. Shell's in trouble. Let's go this way.
I don't know
It's
what it
it's just
is.
funny to get this
Oh.
NPC is busy talking to a player off of a dynamite.
Yes. Yeah, No Child Left Behind destroyed my middle school, to some degree, because there were a lot of kids that they just gave up on, and they knew they gave up on. Like, the kids kind of knew they were giving up on.
That's the opposite of what
Yeah.
left behind.
So what would happen is the standardized testing days would come along, and
What, they told
they'd
them
be
to
like,
leave?
yeah, they actually would not let them come to school on those days,
Wow.
and would suspend them if they showed up. Yep. So for me, I would have gotten suspended if I missed it, even if I was sick. But for them, vice versa. And they thought it was, great because they got a free couple of days off of school. But for me, it sucked because,
You guys aren't coming, are you?
I don't.
I've had to
can't
hold out
keep-
against this star all
I
my
honestly
own.
can't keep track of where
oh,
anyone
that's
is at this
generic
point.
Jennifer.
I thought I was next to you.
Oh,
Everyone's split
Yeah,
up, and
I
it got
thought
really
you were
right here.
confusing.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was.
Yeah, I was fighting this Hellraiser that had an endless stream of
We
hellhounds.
ran right past.
We ran
you or
right
something.
past you.
Well, it's okay. I handled it on my own. It cost me a number of potions, but
I was right here. I just shot a laser beam into him.
Yeah, we came. I shot him a couple of times, and then I ran after some more enemies that were in a different spot.
Did you guys see that BioWare announced that they're making a new IP?
Yes.
ooh,
Oh, cool. Hey, that's good news.
It's
What is it gonna be?
It's a co-op multiplayer RPG, aka the thing they just canceled a year ago. Like that's a giant red flag for me immediately. They
no.
their last new IP was a co-op multiplayer RPG that got canceled.
Oh wait, what was the last?
You know what?
was the
I'm
last
going to
one?
say that might actually be a good thing, though. They
Maybe
generally.
they're just retooling the
I mean-
gameplay.
Yeah, like
Wait, can you guys fill me in? What was this game that they had canceled?
they never talked about it. From what I
No,
remember.
it was fully revealed and had gameplay demos, and people got to play it. I think it even had like an open beta of some kind.
Which game was it?
What was
Oh.
it?
It was like a 4-player multiplayer co-op like D&D style thing.
Oh,
Huh.
are you thinking of Fable Legends? Because
No,
that got axed a year
that
ago.
was the same premise though.
Oh,
That was another one. That's
'Cause
how many people did this idea at the same time.
I wouldn't
And
be
BioWare was
surprised
one
if
of
they.
them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't try and do it, realize this isn't going to work, and backed out on it. Like, I actually respect them more for canceling it.
Yeah, the StarCraft Ghost situation.
Yeah, like, I'm still pissed that Blizzard has not made a StarCraft Ghost replacement, but I'd still rather them axe a bad game than release a shitty one. And
In my opinion,
then-
at the time, at least, was that like at that point, at least, StarCraft, Blizzard seemed like they'd made perfect games basically forever.
yeah,
So
Well, they-
I always assumed that StarCraft was just gonna that Ghost was just gonna suck, and that it was just going to hell because they didn't want to really release something that hurts their reputation.
well, also, like, first and third person shooters barely even existed, because that was GameCube era. That was, like, this was prior to Halo coming out.
Yeah, it was
So-
gonna come out on Xbox. That's how old
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, go figure they wanted to axe it. Did you guys talk to Elder Matthias? Yeah, you
Yeah, we
probably
talked
did.
to Elder Dead Guy.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
guy that we're supposed to turn in back at the town.
Wait, really? Where?
I mean, the camp. There was
I
the
did
old guy
talk to the guy
up there.
lying dead on the ground.
Yeah, him.
I have to kill Darius and speak to Quaid.
We haven't done that yet.
Okay.
Quaid.
We're pretty much in the same. We're
Dennis
going to
Quaid.
go kill Darius Crumbling, this is like weirdly old western for a post-apocalypse.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here, but everyone's got like rifles and
Yeah, that just makes it like a Wasteland,
Yeah.
that kind of.
Oh yeah,
which is also an
Wasteland
top 10
3?
RPG.
They're making
Okay,
Wasteland
so-
3. It
I
barely
think
just
it's
finished
BioWare
Wasteland
game.
2.
No, Wasteland 2
2's been
came out
out
a
for
while ago.
Yeah. Then they did the special edition, which was I don't know what was different.
I played
Oh,
the
that's what I was thinking
I
about.
played the director's cut like a year ago, and that was a year after its original release.
Oh. I didn't
So
realize
Wasteland-
that. I thought that was. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, Wasteland 2's been out for a while now. It's
I
I
it's
own Wasteland 2. I kickstarted it, and I
that game is jank.
Because I played it once, and I was like, "Whoa, this is really fucking glitchy."
Yeah,
And
it's a real
uh,
jank XCOM RPG.
it's like when
Schwarzer
I played
just
it,
died
I
here?
just noticed
Put a
that all
portal
the
where you are?
shadows.
Oh, you did die.
Yeah.
My
we dropped portals.
Yeah.
Either Keith or myself.
I noticed that when
Okay.
I played it, it was, all the lighting engine was just completely broken. And
At one
like,
point, I had the
shadows would
camera
clip
wander
through
off, and I
everything.
couldn't get it back to the fight.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh,
that never
no.
happened
It was a
in
funky
XCOM. That's
game.
interesting.
But wait, so Keith, what's the genre of the new IP for BioWare?
It's I don't know,
Sci-fi,
some co-op
fantasy.
RPG.
Yeah.
It's probably fantasy.
Yeah, it's probably fantasy. You generally don't get co-op with sci-fi
They,
for whatever
they haven't
reason.
announced it yet. They just announced that it exists. All they've said is that they have a new IP that's a co-op multiplayer RPG.
Because I've been wanting a multiplayer experience for a long time.
This one isn't doing it for you?
I was gonna say,
Oh,
like,
no,
I
I mean-
exclusively
Friend
know
Bird.
you through multiplayer experiences.
Sorry. Multiplayer, like, really story-driven, choice-based, campaign-y, that kind of thing. Like,
Oh, yeah,
this,
that's not
this,
here.
I can't even
This is
read
basically the
same-
arcade game version of an RPG.
Right.
To be fair, I've been really burnt on RPGs and plots lately.
It
Like,
depends on... I
They
Oh
hate
just
yeah,
to
you're
have-
also playing Digimon.
yeah, well, I'm not playing Digimon. I don't play monster collecting games for plot. I don't think there's a single monster collection game that actually had a decent plot.
Nino
Are we gonna go into the
Kuni?
beehive?
Hey, there's
Yes.
a cave over here.
I
Nino
don't wanna
Kuni
go
might
into
have a good
bees.
plot.
Which one? Nino
Kuni?
Kuni? Yeah. Yeah, I never played the original one, and there's actually mixed information. Nino Kuni 2 might not actually have monster collection, period.
I
I
heard
would
that it
honestly
was just
prefer
different
that.
characters, different realms.
As somebody who likes RPGs with story and stuff like that, I don't really like monster collection, because that means every time I get in a fight, it's a bunch of random avatars that have nothing to do with the story in the fight.
I guess for me, I can understand that, but at the same time, I really enjoy, like, having a team of monsters that I've, like, handcrafted and put together.
Yeah, but like I like
I-
going on a Mass Effect mission where I'm gonna take
There's
Garrus
so many
and Tally,
bees
and they're gonna
behind
have
us.
my
Yeah, no,
back.
you're
as
right about
opposed
that.
to,
I guess for me,
a goop
I-
monster with
I
a
grew
nose.
up with I grew up with Final Fantasy Tactics Advance as well, which is a bunch of nameless characters plus a couple of plot people. But I didn't like the plot people because they had weird
super
class
OP.
limitations, which I didn't like.
Like, if I remember playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the plot people were, like, really overpowered.
I'm talking about Advance. I don't know about... Oh, I found the queen.
Once
Just
upon a
kicking my
time, I
ass.
those were the same game, and they are very much not the same game.
Yeah, Tactics
Yeah,
Advance
Advance and Tactics
much...
are very different. Advance is so good.
Both are great games. The problem with,
Uh-oh. And dead.
Enemy boss killed.
I just...
Well, portal down for you, bird.
More royal jelly. You know what I think of every time we get royal jelly?
Futurama.
Yes. It's all I can think about
Wow.
is my favorite Futurama episode.
I like that episode.
It's real good.
Nobody else has seen it, though, between us, so
It's like
I
the-
guess we'll
Yeah.
have to...
It's the best episode. It's real fucked up.
It is really fucked up. Basically, okay, so the synopsis is one character gets stung by a bee and they get like super poisoned. But it flips which character you see it from the character that got stung, and they think that the other character got stung.
So it's a very effective poison because then
Yeah.
they don't even recognize that they're poisoned.
Yeah, they don't realize that they were poisoned. They think that the other person got poisoned. But you see everything from their perspective, so reality is totally like wrong.
So yeah, he what happens is the woman spends the entire episode grieving
In a
the
coma.
death of their friend who got killed by
Yeah.
who got killed by the sting, and keeps having nightmares about them where they experience them in their dreams, and they
Keep just dying in their dreams over
And
and over
we're
again.
done with this area?
Yep.
Wow.
in the nightmares the other person keeps saying wake up, and
Yeah.
it turns out that she was in a coma the entire time, and he was the one at their hospital bed waiting for them to wake up,
Yep.
and it was like so romantic.
Oh, by the way, we seem to have 2 bags now, so make sure you
Use it.
Oh geez, we do.
Oh, we do?
yeah.
Where's the second
Oh my
bag?
God.
Oh man, that's a lot of sackage.
But 18% damage for all pets
Give
on
it
a
a shell.
belt.
Wait, what was that?
I have found a belt that gives pets 18% bonus damage.
Ooh, that's really nice. Is it this one? Subjugator's chain belt?
Here, Shell, I've got a helmet for you too, probably. Or Keith. Joe or Keith.
That sounds amusing. Huh?
There's a guardsman helm on the ground you might want to take a look at.
Hey Keith, you remember that one episode of Futurama where it was really sad and sentimental?
You remember that one
good
Star
show.
Trek episode that was about a misunderstanding?
Funny.
God,
Yep.
Joe shut me up so hard at the beginning of a recording session one time where I started the sentence with I was watching an episode of Star Trek, and he cut me off and said, "Was it the one where they had a misunderstanding?" And then I just stopped talking, and then I stopped watching Star Trek.
Damn.
That cut off my progress. That sentence cut off my entire progress of watching the original series.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
original
God.
series is totally like that every
Yeah,
episode.
it is one problem every episode,
Yeah.
which is a bit much.
I really like the item component system in this game. I assume none of you guys have really looked into it, but I just got a component that I can apply to one of my guns that makes it so every attack with it pierces armor.
I have components that actually allow me to cast additional spells.
Yeah, exactly. So I have
like cool stuff.
I have like a new ability that's like ridiculous on top of my other
like-
ridiculous moves.
Saying like, I watched a bunch of Scooby-Doo, and somebody was like, "Oh, was it the episode about the small business owner who was having a downturn economically?"
Oh yeah,
How did you know?
because every single one was a plot because they're having money problems.
Every single one was just like, I wanted to scare some children so that more people would come back to town. It's like, aw, that problem's only gotten worse in those.
Or these guys
parts of the
were bad for
country.
business, so I had to scare them out of their own house. There are so many components to check.
Yeah.
All right, we're playing. What is this?
So you can just apply them to something? Like, it doesn't even have to have
Yeah.
a slot or anything?
Yeah, I think you can only apply one thing at a time, but it could be wrong.
Oh, my weapon's level 14 and 12. I'll wait.
Yeah,
I'll wait for
those
when
are
I get
gonna
an
get
actual
replaced
new weapon.
soon.
I really need new stuff.
Let's see. We have anything else? We haven't found any fabric. I guess I'm gonna go turn in that one quest with the Elder that we were supposed to go find. Probably this one. Yep. I think that's these guys down here. I like it at the moment we get to the town.
Everything quiets down.
yeah,
to
Everything quiets down because we're
Yeah, we all
500
just feel like,
things.
Hey, another level up. Don't mind if I do.
Have any points? Nope.
Woohoo! My shoulders are on fire. That's awesome.
This shell is on fire.
Oh, I think I found where Cronley's gang is. Or continues to be, I don't know.
Mr. Crumbling.
Why don't you come to your senses?
What is this from?
Can I have a portal wander?
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I had my portal back in the bee cave, and I wanted to see, make sure that getting rid of that wasn't going to be a bad move.
Where are we?
I don't know. I'm trying to
I'm
regroup,
by
but I
the
can't tell
entrance
who's
to
doing what.
BK.
Yeah,
By the entrance to BK.
I found this enemy encampment. I think I was just wandering around trying to make sure we haven't missed anything, and
okay.
there's a bunch of
where we're wanderers.
So
Desperado-y dudes,
is anyone
maybe?
currently in the field doing things that I should teleport to? I can't
I'm
tell.
wandering around.
Huh.
So,
this
yes.
wander portal isn't anywhere near
Yeah.
wander.
Okay, here, I'll toss another one. I just moved, a little bit. No, it doesn't look like this is actually a good idea. You guys drop a portal. Or...
I still have a portal in the Broken Hills. Should we go there?